They said I died. They said I was gay. They said Jay-Z was my dad. Celebrity sometimes comes with, like, everybody wants to be successful in a celebrity and stuff like that, but it comes with, you know, bullshit sometimes. And
okay, so we're African American. Let's not forget that. So once we go into stores and we go to Walmart and we go to Target, we don't know who's going to attack us.
And then one day, I said, what the F is wrong with you? And he was like, you know. He said, you know Will raped me. You know Diddy made me suck his penis. You know what's going on. You know Charlie made me suck. And I said, I have no idea.
Yeah, well, everything couldn't make the, it was 4 episodes.
Right.
So it was a lot, you had to pick and choose things.
People online just can't stop repeating the same thing. If there's one thing 50 Cent has proven this year, it's that when he sets his sights on someone, he doesn't ease up, ever. His nonstop pressure campaign against Diddy has been ruthless, and plenty of folks think there's something way deeper going on than just industry beef or business rivalry. Whatever's behind it, things are getting even more intense. The buzz online has shifted again, and now everyone's talking about what could be part 2 of 50's explosive Netflix documentary.
A lot of things that happened to me, I just don't even want to speak on, you know what I'm saying? Some days, those girls next to me, woke up some days, he was in the bed. I would wake up feeling sore, still not understanding exactly what's, you know what I'm saying, transpiring. But this is me starting to understand that I was pretty often. I tried to confide in KK Christina, that's Puff's chief of staff. And I thought it would be more, you know, understood if I took it to someone who's a woman.
According to heavy online rumors, this next part might allegedly dive into shocking claims from male celebrities who say they were taken advantage of while being part of Diddy's close circle. And there's one name that keeps popping up like a broken record: Bryshere Gray. Many people believe this could be the moment he finally speaks up about what he says went down involving Diddy and Will Smith. That alone would shake the internet all over again.
This video is not in defense of Diddy in no shape, form, or fashion. This video is in protest of bull. Speaking about this nigga Lil Rod in particular, I don't give a how much money a nigga got, how powerful he is. If I'm working with you, son, and I wake up with a sore ass, son, it's lit. If you're a heterosexual male and another man does something to you that you did not approve of, you either got to do something about it or take that shit to the grave.
Everyone remembers how 50's first documentary about Diddy hit like an earthquake. It wasn't just a drop, it was a detonation. Social media went wild. Some fans praised it for forcing dark industry secrets into the light, while others claimed 50 was just chasing revenge, pointing fingers at his long-running feud with Diddy and old drama with Daphne Joy. But at this point, motive doesn't even matter anymore. The real power of that documentary came from the voices finally being heard. Men are now coming forward saying they kept quiet for years. Men who claimed they were never meant to be part of this story, yet once they opened up, there was no holding back. One of the first to speak was music producer Lil Rod, and his words hit hard. Even before the documentary dropped, he had already filed a major lawsuit accusing Diddy of serious misconduct, though that case still hasn't made it to trial. But in the documentary, Lil Rod took things even deeper. He laid everything out in his own words, describing how he was flown out to Miami under the impression he'd be working on music projects. According to him, things quickly changed once he got there. It turned into a blur of wild parties, nonstop chaos, and hardly any real studio work at all. He described nights that barely made sense.
Bisexual, they do weird things in their house, and young men have left their house screaming to get away from them in their mentorship. Meek Mills, Bryshere Gray, left that house screaming. August the only one that stayed, and I guess he was really sick. He needed a dog.
Waking up disoriented, sometimes beside women, other times next to Diddy, feeling physical pain he couldn't explain at the time. The way he told it, the confusion and fear in those moments were overwhelming. Years later, after replaying those memories in his mind, Lil Rod says he realized his ability to truly consent may have been taken from him.
Well, when you lose your man card, that's the only thing I can think of. You lose your damn man card.
What is that? What do you mean by that?
You give up your ability, your right to being a man. A man don't take it, a man gives it. So when you give up that man card, you don't get that back.
Are you saying what I think you're saying?
No, I'm saying what I'm saying. You don't get that back. You come into this world as a man one time. You give up that right for anything, for fear of being hurt, fear of somebody doing something, for wanting to gain something. When you give up that man card right, you lose some spiritual energy that has always been pushing through. Like if a woman gives up her womanly right, but when you give up your manhood, I've never seen somebody recover from it. That was all the people that went to the puffy parties. That was all the people that did all those things thinking that there was never going to be a consequence for what they were doing. Got punked out and picked out by some greater desire. You shouldn't have a greater desire than being a man.
These are his personal claims, and they're still unresolved in court. But the impact of what he said left viewers speechless. What stunned people even more was the fact that he admitted he stayed in Diddy's circle for months after the alleged incidents. But Lil Rod made it clear. He wasn't there out of comfort or choice. He talked about feeling trapped, confused, and controlled by power dynamics he didn't fully understand at the time. While some online critics questioned his story, others defended him fiercely, saying that staying in a toxic situation doesn't mean it wasn't real. It's often exactly how manipulation and control keep victims silent.
Talking about Bryshere's mom. I'ma kick you in your in and I'ma go to work North Philly style. I'll kill. And Charlie, you happy now? He's a gay star. Are you happy now, Andy? For a book that didn't sell. I hope that new husband of yours leaves you. And maybe it's time you tell your son why his father is really in jail, his biological father, for all of his life and what you had to do with it. You can see that came to me and begged me for my help. I told her to get the away from Charlie. I did everything that I could do to get Bryshere, to help her get Bryshere out of California into Chicago State to be ready for filming. She knew she knew what Will did to him. But because of Charlie, see? And Charlie had promised her all kinds of things. And all she had to do was pretend to be a broken down single mom who worked her way up through the ghetto and raised a superstar for television, when the truth is she wasn't nothing but a dealer's. That's all she ever was. She went from dealer to dealer, and then she snitched on whoever she needed to snitch on until she could get to the bigger bag, until she got with Larry Lair, my friend who raised Bryshere in $1 million home. Your whole book is lies, Andy. And I hope anybody that bought it asks for a refund and demands it comes out of your pocket every time they see your son's gay.
As the documentary kept spreading like wildfire, people quickly noticed one major thing missing. Bryshere Gray. His absence set the internet ablaze. For years, rumors have followed him everywhere, with many whispering that Diddy may have had a hand in both his career downfall and his personal struggles. And those whispers didn't come from nowhere. Most of the speculation traces back to repeated claims made by Jaguar Wright during several explosive interviews. Jaguar alleged that Bryshere was introduced to Diddy and Will Smith under the promise of mentorship. Sounds innocent, right? But according to her, that promise was a setup. She claimed Diddy was supposed to guide Bryshere through the music world, while Will was meant to help him break into acting. But Jaguar said the mentorship was never real at all. Instead, she alleged that Bryshere was placed in situations that left him feeling exploited and powerless. None of these claims have been proven, but that hasn't stopped the story from spreading like crazy online. Every time someone tries to quiet it down, it just picks up more traction.
Let him out so he'll feel too embarrassed to file his lawsuit against Diddy for what Will and Diddy did to him. With Jaden and Justin present, that tape exists.
Okay.
I really hope none of that baby oil was used on those kids. That would just be in bad taste. Baby oil on babies.
You can't say that the flavor camp was sponsored by Johnson & Johnson. You just come on, man. Come on.
Starting to sound that way, ain't it?
No.
All that talent, and she let Charlie tune that boy up on, knowing that he was bipolar and had ADHD. What kind of mother would do that to her son? Turn him into a prostitute so you could pretend to be something more than what you are, which is nothing more than a filly whore. You're a whore. You're a big old and they're making your son out to be, that's for sure. Because he didn't have no choice. You was down by all. I'm sorry. The Bryshere conversation for me is not easy. Because I came to Belial and I asked Belial to help me save the kids, and all he was worried about was his fucking book.
Oh yeah, no, definitely.
Don't nobody care about these kids. Don't nobody care about these kids.
Things got even messier when Jaguar went further. She accused Bryshere's mother, Andrea Mayberry, of allegedly knowing what was going on and allowing it for money. That accusation threw gasoline on an already blazing fire, even though it remains totally unverified. And then came the twist that sent shockwaves. Jaguar claimed that after Cassie filed her lawsuit, Bryshere was secretly preparing a $50 million legal case against Diddy and maybe even Will Smith, according to her.
Let them do. If you get
Chosen Wilkins
if you get aggravated, you're feeding.
made a lie and said that I tried to hurt myself. Chosen Wilkins.
I mean, we've had multiple. My office has talked to them. I mean, for somebody that's wanting to hurt himself.
I take pictures with people every day. How am I?
I don't know if it was that. It could have been, like I said, one of the three. He could have said he threatened to hurt someone else.
But that supposed lawsuit never surfaced publicly. She hinted that behind-the-scenes pressure shut it all down. Fans who believe this theory often point to a mysterious blind item that circulated online, describing an unnamed male star preparing to come forward against a powerful figure in entertainment, and everyone's convinced they know exactly who that unnamed person was. The rumors surrounding Bryshere Gray haven't cooled down one bit. In fact, they've only gotten louder. Online detectives are digging deep, comparing timelines, interviews, and old photos to figure out what really went down behind closed doors. Some fans swear there's too much smoke for there not to be a fire, while others think it's all just another round of internet speculation spinning out of control.
Emails with pictures of his face. Here's one email. I don't want to just you, I want to turn you out. I can see you being with some motherfucker that you tell what to do. I make my woman do what I tell her to do, and she loves it. I just want and like to do things different. I'm gonna finish watching this and finish master. Think of you, happy face. If you change your mind and get ready to do what I say, hit me, happy face. God bless Diddy. God is the greatest.
Towards the end of this documentary, Aubrey O'Day starts getting very emotional, saying that she was contacted by a lawyer by somebody who was filing a lawsuit against Diddy. Now, whoever this person was that filed this lawsuit against Diddy wrote an affidavit and was claiming that they saw something back in 2005 of Aubrey O'Day being SA'd by Diddy and another person.
But the tension spiked again when new whispers started circling about alleged private footage that might connect key names in the story. Nothing has been verified, yet people claim there's content that could finally reveal what Bryshere supposedly went through during his time in Diddy's circle. Whether true or not, the idea alone has the internet losing its mind. Adding to the storm, a few insiders have hinted that Diddy's team has been scrambling to keep more stories from surfacing, trying to shut things down before they reach the public. That claim hasn't been proven, but it fits perfectly into the pattern fans say they've noticed every time new allegations start gaining traction. Meanwhile, Bryshere has remained completely silent. No statements, no interviews, not even a social media post addressing any of it. That silence has people split. Some say he's protecting himself legally, while others believe he's being pressured to stay quiet. And the wildest part? A few entertainment blogs have suggested that 50 Cent might already be gathering sources for the follow-up to his first documentary, allegedly focusing on those who claim they were wronged but never got the chance to speak. If that turns out to be true, Bryshere Gray could be the center of one of the biggest Hollywood exposés ever seen. While blind items are usually built on speculation, many online sleuths were convinced that the mysterious post was describing Bryshere Gray. And once the documentary finally dropped, the backlash hit hard. Fans and critics alike came for 50 Cent, blasting him for leaving Bryshere out completely. People argued that Bryshere had been ignored for far too long, especially when it came to conversations about Diddy's alleged actions. That criticism only grew louder after a disturbing video started making rounds online, showing Bryshere looking visibly shaken and distressed after police reportedly performed a welfare check at his home. According to reports, the check was triggered by concerns that he might harm himself, and the timing of it all had people talking non-stop. Some believe that wasn't just coincidence. They think the release of the documentary might have reopened deep, unresolved trauma for Bryshere. Nothing official has been confirmed, but the speculation surrounding his well-being only added another layer of heartbreak to an already tangled story. Meanwhile, the documentary itself didn't just focus on the men. It also featured shocking testimonies from women, including singer Aubrey O'Day from Danity Kane. She had spoken out before, but this time her words hit even harder. Aubrey claims she read an affidavit from a witness who said they saw Diddy behaving inappropriately while she was unconscious. Aubrey stated she has no memory of the incident and said she's thankful she doesn't. She also mentioned receiving explicit messages that she claims were sent to her when she was under 18, which left viewers stunned. All these accounts, both old and new, have left the public wondering if Diddy's reputation can ever recover from this. For many, it feels like any chance at redemption might already be gone. If the rumors are true, and a future documentary installment finally includes Bryshere Gray's side of the story, it could flip everything we thought we knew about this situation. People online are already bracing for what could be a massive shift in how the whole narrative is seen. As reactions flood social media, one comment keeps echoing everywhere. It asked, where were Bryshere's mentors during all of this? That single question has sparked a wave of new conversations. And the most chilling part? Every time it's brought up, Will Smith's name seems to come right back into the spotlight. The speculation is endless, the theories are wild, and the demand for truth just keeps growing louder by the day. If Bryshere Gray does decide to speak out, will people finally pay attention, or has his story already been buried and ignored for too long? Drop your thoughts in the comments because this conversation is far from over. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next.